Today, to celebrate World Creative Writing Month, let's talk about a fun and interactive way to get your kids interested in creative writing. This video is sponsored by Night Zookeeper. Hey everyone, if you're anything like me, I sometimes have a hard time getting my kids interested in doing some of the creative writing projects, whether it be for school or just for fun in general. That's where Night Zookeeper comes in. So what is Night Zookeeper? Night Zookeeper is an online writing program that helps stimulate children's interest in spelling, creative writing, and it uses games and interactive ways to get your kids interested in doing creative writing. One of the things I love about it is it's a continual story progress that goes through the same story. They create their own characters, and you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what my kids love most about it. First thing they asked her to do was to set up an account. Once her account was logged in with her password, she used to draw a picture of herself as a nighttime zookeeper. And it gives a graphic, and all she has to do is use all of that to make her login picture. She had a little bit of difficulty doing some of the drawing work on her Chromebook, but we found that you could actually open it on her tablet. So now I'm gonna have her move to her tablet to do some of the drawing work. Now that she's drawn her character, we're gonna click save and see what happens next. There's me. And now it's loading. And that looks like we're going to watch a video. And then we're going to see where it takes us from there. So that was super cool. It was a video to basically introduce us to Night Zookeeper and explain kind of the storyline behind it. That was pretty awesome. We're going to click on your zoo and see how it goes from there. Her tablet loads a little bit slower because it's a, it's not actually a named brand one. And oh no, the Night Zoo is mine. I think we've just met our
evil person.
Hey look, here's your character you just drew. Let's see if I can focus on it. Yeah, look, there's your character you just drew.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? So it looks like we're going straight into the storyline.
Wonder what he sounds like.
Let's see. So she's created her first animal. She's gonna click save, and we'll see where it goes from there. Awesome. So you've drawn your first animal.
And I really liked it.
Not gonna show the next part because it shows her username, but from there, the storyline starts, and from there, she's gonna start the storyline. I love how it's interactive, and it's not just a writing program. It's tying in creating your own characters visually on screen and doing stories with them. And there's already a backstory line to go with it, with some awesome animations and the music, and just I love it so far. But we're gonna keep going through the startup process and follow along as she does her first day on Night Zookeeper. Another thing I really love about Night Zookeeper is they keep it changed up. So every week they actually have a challenge, and they issue a challenge for them to do a specific writing assignment. So this week's challenge, they were supposed to write about a magical cereal, describing the ingredients and what makes it magical. And because of it being this week on March 7th, it was National Cereal Day. So they keep things changed up. So they're both working on the challenge right now and entering what their kind of cereal is that they're creating for it. And the winner of the challenge this week gets 50 orbs, which is what they use to buy things in the Night Zookeeper store. So I love that they have little challenges like that. There's still a little prize with it, but it's also kind of like a challenge of expanding your creative writing in a way that maybe you wouldn't have thought of before. So that's how it went for my kids when they first started up their accounts. Now 2 weeks later, let's see what their favorite things are about Night Zookeeper. One of my kids' favorite things is the variety of the games that you can do. You also have all your creative characters that you've made and all the different kinds of games that you can play to level up, to get points, but it's all still part of the story progress. Like the game she's doing right now, it's you start with your base word and then she has to click a different definition for the same word. There's also a matching one that she loves to do where you sometimes do synonyms, but sometimes you also match antonyms. One of my 6th graders' favorite things to do is actually the creative writing projects. This one was super fun because it was a weekly challenge where they had to write about a magical cereal. She submitted it in whenever it was due, and now she's getting feedback of things that she can fix and send it back to the editors to see what all she can do to improve her story. Now here's some of the things that I as a mom love about Night Zookeeper. The first thing I love as a parent is they send you free monthly educational printouts to do with your kids. Normally with the free accounts, you would have to pay for that without the paid subscription, you would have to pay for that from the website. But with the paid subscription, you get that included all in with it. So it's not just a program, you also get these free printables that can help you out as your kids progress through the program. Another thing I super love that I kind of showed when they were doing the creative writing is the feedback they get. I mean, one of the things that I find difficult, sometimes as a homeschool mom and just as a normal mom, is being able to find positive feedback to help your kids. Well, with this, it's kind of like having a tutor and a positive role model all in one. And they can sit there and they can submit a story and it comes back, and every single time my kids have submitted a story or a project or even just like a description of a character that they've built, the editors will be like, wow, this is what I loved about it. Let's look at this word right here. Maybe we could find a better adjective for that word. And it always starts off on a positive note, and then it helps them to grow from where they are to a better place in their creative writing. And it's all done in a positive environment. And the other thing I love about that as a parent is, yes, there's somebody messaging your child. Every single time that they send her something to edit, I get it sent directly to my parent dashboard and read 100% of the communication online. Another thing that I found super fascinating about it was Josh, the man who actually started this whole thing, he doesn't just send people off to do edits for the projects. He's actually submitted edits on my kids' projects. So it's not like he started this huge company and then he abandoned it to people. He's actually helping edit those projects as well. And that kind of encouraged the kids of, oh, the guy who did this program is also reading over my work. But what I love about the feedback the absolute most is it feels completely personalized. They address them by their usernames and they don't ever use real names. They will address them by their username. Like it may say, excellent job, and then enter kid's username. And I love that it felt personal. It was not just like, oh, I've got like 10,000 kids projects to read today. It was directly to her about her project. Another thing I love about it is it's not the same thing over and over again. They do different weekly lessons each week for them to go through. Like I said, last week they wrote about a magical cereal. This week they're writing about pandas and green for St. Patrick's Day. Another thing that my kids loved right off the bat is it starts with interactive videos to really just draw them into the program, enter them into the story just like they are right there in the story, and just pick it up and start writing it all on their own. And there are other things I could talk about that I absolutely love about it, like the weekly drawings they do, where they could win books or specific books to deal with this, or Amazon gift cards for books. But I think the thing that I love absolutely the most about it is it's a learning and safe environment for my kids to get that positive feedback of somebody other than just mom or just teacher who can help them with their creative writing. And it's really helped to grow that interest. And I'll be honest, one of mine that started it was not really that happy about doing creative writing. Now she absolutely loves it and she looks at words in a different light. So thank you again to Night Zookeeper for sponsoring this video. I am so glad they reached out to us about doing this because I absolutely love this program. And I feel like it's exactly what I needed for my kids for doing creative writing projects. If you're interested in trying out Night Zookeeper, there will be a link in the description below using the This Homeschooling Adventure referral, and you will get 50% off of a 1-year subscription. Thank you for following us along. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.